So yeah, I had planned to look at this for a bit. I just really needed some other stuff to do before, you know, doing other things. So this is the Boltgun 2 demo. This released a while back during the Skulls thing that they do. I don't remember the full name of that. Skull Showcase? I don't know. I know a little bit about this demo, not like a super amount. I didn't really look into it too much. I believe there are 2 levels. You can play as 2 characters, and I want to say they may have either changed or removed something from Boltgun 1, which is the weapon stat system that like controlled how much damage each weapon did to different enemies. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I guess I'll just jump right into this. So my plan, assuming I can choose between the 2 characters, apparently they do play differently. I was gonna play the demo in its entirety with Malum Caedo first, and then go back and play it with the other play like 1 level with the other character, assuming they actually do play differently. So yeah, let's just get started. Off rip, I kind of like this menu more than Boltgun 1's. My expectations is that this is going to be very similar to Forges of Corruption in terms of how it plays, but you know, with obviously added stuff thrown in. Yeah, see, there you go. So yeah, Malum Caedo, I'd imagine, is just kind of how he was in the first game. Is the regenerating health new? That feels new. I think the rest of this is about right, though. And it seems like this character is more geared toward mobility. That's what I'm getting from that. I might have to adjust audio. I'm not really sure yet. I didn't really test this too much. Yeah, we're gonna play this on hard difficulty and maybe regret it. Because I think this is the difficulty I played Boltgun 1 on, and I'm assuming this is gonna be more difficult than Boltgun 1, but maybe not by that much? I don't know. Yeah, I remember I had to like adjust the audio quite a bit in Boltgun 1 because that game was really, I don't know, I don't want to say like super loud, but like noticeably louder than it probably needed to be. Oh, it's you. Hmm. So is there an auto run in this? Okay. Yeah, I am probably gonna have to turn these way down. Oh, is this game not mouse bound? That's fun. Oh, because it's technically windowed. I see, I see. That might be okay. Yeah, you seeing this shit, Servo Skull? Yeah, again, I might as well just... I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna just test some things here. No, okay, I think where I had it before was fine. Right, I should probably adjust the music to compensate for that. See, I hit tab instinctively because I wanted to see if there was like a secret count or anything like that. But, you know... I guess I'm fine not knowing. Hold tab to switch weapons. Yeah. I figured that out. I feel like that wall should break, right? Aha. Oh, those are friendly. You know, I guess that's fine. I guess I'm just so used to killing things that, didn't occur to me that there might be friendlies. Also, the shotgun in this feels so much better. So I see they took away the ability for Malum to, like, air dash. I guess that's fine. It was a little bit silly, but I'm gonna miss it. Dude, they're fucking pulling Vietnam shit. The fuck is this? Not really sold on the crosshairs. Can I do anything about that? No? Okay, well. I mean, dynamic crosshairs aren't like a bad thing, I just don't really care for them. Oh. Okay. Cool. Good to know I have that to look forward to. So I guess this is going to be one of those games where trying to pick things up is going to be really finicky due to how the ground is. Fun. Hmm. Okay, so that still damages. That's fun. I'm imagining the weapons really haven't changed that much outside of the thing with like the weapon ranks and stuff being gone. Yeah, the shotgun feels so much better in this without that weird, like, ranking system. Okay, that guy can teleport. Interesting. Oh, more friendlies. Wow. Sorry about that. I keep doing that. It's fine. They're expendable, I think. I mean, I'm liking the environments a bit more, but I can't help but get this, like, Wrath Eon of Ruin feeling from this, probably because of that one swamp level. Okay, so now I'm on the other side of that. Alright. I do not like the amount of explosive barrels that are here. Did you guys place all these barrels here? Seems really irresponsible. Cool. Stuck. Thank you. Not what I meant to do. Refrain from dying until your arrival. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Jesus, dude. Do you think they would hide secrets out there? So yeah, because that shotgun is technically automatic, something funny that you can do is fire it while you're reloading and just keep holding down the button. Effectively kind of slam firing it in a weird way. Hey, hi. Yeah, don't mind me just kill farming unless these guys respawn. I think these guys respawn. Alright. Two secrets out of 4. The hell is a seal? Oh hell yeah, snow. This is gonna be good for the bit rate. You know, honestly, I was kind of not expecting that to actually work, huh? So they made actually interesting secrets for this, huh? Very cool. Yeah, please don't do that. Also, there's Khorne. I guess we have found a use for those berserker enemies from the first game. You know, the one that most people didn't like. It's fine though. I mean, I'm liking this level a lot more because it's not, you know, being a total pain in the ass like the last one was. Maybe that'll change soon. Thanks, Servo Skull. Just checking below, you never know. That is kind of interesting. This has like knockback when not using the machine spirit. Oh, you can like impact hammer jump with this. That's interesting. I don't expect them to actually use that anywhere, but very fascinating. Hey, what you hiding back here? Oh, cool. Ammo. Not really a fan of hiding ammo and secrets, but you know, it's fine. That feels reachable. And it is. There doesn't seem to be anything over here, though. I'm sorry, I thought I got a hit marker for stomping a corpse that of somebody that I had already killed. That feels like a trap. Maybe it wasn't. Doesn't seem like that did anything, though. You know, I am like pleasantly surprised. This is running a lot better than I thought it would. mostly because Boltgun 1 seems to have some weird slowdown problem. It doesn't seem like that's here. I'm just playing badly. Bye-bye. Did that actually kill you? I don't know if there was a pit down there or anything. I think it did. Okay, so something that I am noticing in this likes its grenadiers way more than the first game did. Nice. Route down detected, uh-huh. What you guys got down here? Doesn't seem like a whole lot. Oh. What is the point of any of that down there? That feels like that leads somewhere, I just don't know where. Do I, like, keep going this way? Oh. Don't know what that was. Okay. Didn't quite want to go that far, but it's fine. I see that machine spirit over there, though. I'm sorry, was that actually a branching path? That's crazy. Can I not, like, climb it from this way? Oh, no, it... Okay, so that was like a normal drop down. Okay, well. Yeah, so I see you've got a thing down here. I'm kind of curious to see if this is still broken. Oh, I think they made it better. That's interesting. Yeah, buff the one machine spirit that was already good. I mean, I say that. There was a couple of them that were good, but this one was, like, notoriously, like, busted. This seems friendly. I see we have still not quite figured out the circle strafing problem. Alright. Do I have to do that more? What did I even get for that? What is this item again? Don't know. I think the secret thing replaced the other part of that. Why is that one gold? Hey, what you doing? And do I get anything for going in there? Which one was that? Wasn't this one, right? No, I guess it was. I mean, I'm really glad that Khorne is getting representation in this game because it felt really weird that he was just absent for the entirety of the first game. Hmm. Terminal velocity possible. Hmm. Oh, I just wanted to check if there was anything in that one. I don't know, I still think platforming in these games is really weird, and it's just because, you know, really floaty, it just kind of feels odd. Yeah, you guys could have held off like 2 seconds. I'm like investigating. I don't think there's anything down there. Interesting. You guys have explosive barrels. was gonna say this is kind of reminiscent of Serious Sam. I'm starting to wonder if it's more painkiller adjacent. Rat's the Maimer. Oh, so are we doing like Doom Eternals and Power Demons too? Seven secrets. Still not too sure what a seal is. So my understanding is there's only 2 levels, right? Yeah. Technically 4 if I wanted to replay them with the other character. Yeah, I don't really have anything to complain about. It's just really fun. I guess I kinda wish that there was more than dynamic crosshairs, but that's just because I'm not really a big fan of dynamic crosshairs to begin with. I think they're fine, but usually if a game gives me the opportunity to turn off dynamic crosshairs, I turn them off. So, because I just think they kind of get in the way. And that's about where I wanted to stop. You know, I think I'll do the one level with the other character, just because I am a little curious. So yeah, this was like pretty standard. I guess it was interesting that they took away Caedo's ability to air dash. I guess that's fine, but because yeah, it seems like when he does this charge, he's very gripped to the ground. And then there's this one. Maybe this one will. I don't know, maybe this one will let me do that. I'm just trying to figure out what the difference is between this bottom thing here versus this. Unless this is just the same thing but with a different name, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna replay like the first level, see how this character plays. This one also can't air dash, interesting. Oh, that's interesting. So she gets a pistol, huh? So she gets to dual wield a sword and a pistol and gets to do that. Okay. Oh, she has like a whole different weapon roster. Interesting. Crossbow. It is interesting. She gets like a proper railgun where Caedo doesn't. Huh. Does this just let me insta-fire this? I think that'd be the most logical upgrade here. Nope, I'm not entirely sure what this does different. Maybe more damage? Or maybe it gets piercing? You know, I kind of don't like that the sword doesn't home in. That's a bit weird. Yeah, okay. I think the idea is cool, but it seems like this character is very built on precision. So what exactly is Machine Spirit doing for this? Is this also a case of just more damage? Oh, cool. really hard to aim. God damn. Can this really only go forward? It can't go, like, down or up? That seems kind of bad. Yeah, I was expecting it to at least go down, but it doesn't even do that. The fuck is the point of it, like, a dash then if you can't do that? Despite the character being very focused on apparent mobility, she is very floor-bound. Seems kind of backwards, I don't know. How did I get this? I mean, it's funny, but it doesn't seem like it does that much damage. Yeah, it's interesting. The person that's doing the voice for this kind of reminds me of, is it Unreal Tournament 99? One of the Unreal Tournament games. The female character voice kind of has a similar jump sound to this. Could also just be Unreal Gold that I'm thinking of. Oh, this has potential to be really hellish. I'm actually very tempted to play the next level just to see what other weapons she gets. But like outside of this, it seems like she's very precision oriented. very similar to Caedo, she cannot go through more than maybe like 1 or 2 enemies at a time with this dash. That one she can, but like this? Something just feels really off about this sword. Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking her as much as Caedo. I think it's an interesting idea, I just don't think it's executed particularly well. But that could also just be a me problem, I don't know. Okay, so this can pierce enemies. Wasn't really too sure. It wasn't really a good opportunity to test it until now. Okay, I think I'm gonna play the next level up until I get another weapon, because I am really curious to see what she gets later in the weapon roster, but so far I'm kinda iffy on her. I think there's an interesting idea there for some mobility things that Caedo probably wouldn't have access to, but I just don't think it's executed particularly well. Yeah, kind of like that. I feel like that should be allowed to break through that, no? This sword is like really weirdly underpowered. Alright, so when did we get the heavy bolter in this level? Cannot remember. I'm going to assume that she does not get access to the heavy bolter. Oh no, I guess she also gets the heavy bolter. Weird. There's like all these differences in the weapon roster. I kind of expected that maybe she'd get something very different, but no, I guess, I mean, unless it does something different. Pretty sure that's just the heavy bolter, though. Yeah. Oh, I think she might be more accurate with it, though. Maybe? I'll have to go back and look and see what Caedo's projectile spread on this was. But yeah, she fires this in a straight line. Could be interesting, could not be, could just be noticing something that's not there. Entirely possible. Okay. Was there another weapon after this? I don't think there was, right? Because, yeah, I think it went bolter, shotgun. This replaces the shotgun. This would have been the plasma gun. And then I think...
Glory to the martyr. Death is our duty.
Forgot you could do that in these. And then I think this is just the same, roughly. I can't remember if there was a gun after that, though. Oh. That's kind of interesting. This acts like a little light. Again, every time I do that dash, I keep thinking I can like aim it down because it's just such a basic thing that it feels like it should do, but it doesn't do that. Yeah, I don't think anything new is gonna come up, right? Because I think in the Caedo one, I think we just got the heavy bolter in this level and that was it. As like the new weapons, so I don't think there's gonna be anything new from here. I'm a little bit underwhelmed with this character. I think she's like fine, but it's very clear that she's like very, at least from these two weapons here, it feels like she's more focused around high damage, low magazine, low fire rate weapons, which is like fine, but not really my speed. Okay. Like the flamethrower is like fine. And again, I feel like this is different, no? There's not really a good way to test it now, but I feel like the way that Caedo used this was different. Maybe I'm just mistaken. I can always go back later and look off screen. Yeah, this is fun. This is very enjoyable. I definitely think the level design has improved compared to Boltgun 1. In that things actually feel rather organic and don't feel like they were artificially placed into the level to, you know? But also it's a lot less... I mean, it kind of like Forges of Corruption is not focused on just sitting in an arena. Because Forges of Corruption's whole thing was that it was very focused on push-forward combat, which I very much appreciated. And it seems like they're keeping with that theme. I'm pleasantly surprised at how the secrets are in this, because it seems like they're better than Boltgun 1's secrets, where the secrets kind of felt like they were put there for like pity points. But here they actually feel like, you know, proper secrets. So difficulty is obviously higher, but I kind of expected that. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, I think this character is definitely interesting, but I feel like certain things should probably be looked at. Like I said, I feel like this thing here, Like, so this is like supposed to be like the replacement for the chainsword, but the problem with that is Caedo is able to aim the chainsword down, and from what it looks like here, yeah, it looks like you can't really do that here because Caedo's chainsword is very focused on how it homes into targets, which means that he has an extra level of verticality that apparently this character just doesn't have access to. Seems a bit weird. Yeah, I feel like that should be allowed to aim down. Maybe not aiming up, because I feel like that could lead to some really, well, no, I feel like that could lead to some really broken things if this was able to dash up. But I feel like it should be at least allowed to dash down, because it just feels really weird when you're not able to hit targets from below when Caedo is able to do that. Just seems awkward. I don't know. And as for the weapons, I just don't think they're my speed. Like I said, this seems like it's designed toward accuracy, which Caedo is very much not designed toward that. Like I said, this is basically a railgun, and yeah, this is basically a railgun, which is something that Caedo did not have access to from what I can remember, which is interesting. But I have problems with characters like this, so if I were to play like the full version of this, I'd probably just do it with Malum Caedo. Just because A, it's familiar, and B, it doesn't... I guess that's the other one too. I don't know what the machine spirit did for either of these. I'm guessing it like increased damage on these, but I almost wish that it increased the fire rate of this. You know? I almost wish that when I picked up the machine spirit for this, that it increased the rate of fire on this. Or like the charge time between shots. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to look at for this. I'm going to switch real quick. I decided that the best course of action would be to revisit Proteus, because I figured it would be very in line with this visual style, and I haven't played Proteus on screen since like 2023. I said I would eventually get back to it, and I just kind of forgot about it. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Yeah, it just kind of slipped my mind, Proteus. I don't know. I don't think I was particularly enjoying it at the time, but after revisiting it off screen for a bit to reacclimate myself with it, I'm not entirely sure what was wrong with me at the time. So yeah, let me just do that real quick.